So hello to the very few people that watch me on YouTube. Welcome back to Let's Play Fahrenheit uh, Part 3. Yeah, I already recorded Part 3, but the music was blaring so loud you couldn't hear me over the over the music, so I had to re-record everything. So here we go again. Yeah, so Tyler is late. Carla's a bit pissed and we need to do stuff. But first we're gonna check our email. Yeah, Peter's enlarger. Sure, why not? Virus, contact Dream software. And my girlfriend, or Tyler's girlfriend, is sorry. She hassled us. But she loves us anyway, so yeah. Anything new on the web? Guess not. Life sentences for 200 peer-to-peer pirates. Cold Wave makes new victims. And China is preoccupied by the situation in Pakistan. Alright, good to know. So let's have a little drink of water first. And then we have a talk with Garrett. Come on, there's a water cooler. Just to relieve a little bit of stress. There we go. Nice going, Tyler. You're a cool cat, you know that? Also, I can play a bit of basketball, but I've got work to do first, so let's do work first. Come on. Controls are a bit screwed up again, but hey. Hello.
So, what do you want to start with?
Let's start with the knife.
What did you find on the knife?
Got some good prints off it. They matched those found on the fork and glass at the suspect's table.
So, the murderer was definitely at that table.
Anything on the blade?
I'm getting to that. We definitely had blood from the victim, but the weird thing is we also found blood from the killer.
How about the blood in the stall?
What about the pool of blood in the stall?
You're not going to believe this. The blood wasn't from the victim, it was from the killer.
What was he doing bleeding in the stall?
I have absolutely no idea.
Coffee cup.
Did you find anything on the coffee cup?
The only prints we found belonged to the waitress.
That's impossible,
That's weird.
man. That cup was half empty. Somebody must have drank it.
How about the book?
Were there any prints on the book that was under the table?
Yep, and they matched the ones on the fork and the glass. So it was definitely his book. It looked like a fairly old book. Maybe we can get some more stuff out of it.
Did you get the list of calls that came through the telephone at the restaurant?
Yep. There were about a dozen in the 4 hours that preceded the murder. I'll send you a list by email. So, what do you think about all that?
I don't have any explanation for the blood in the stall. The victim could have wounded the killer during a struggle, but it doesn't make sense that it would be in the stall. It's as though the killer wounded himself.
Hey, why not? You get clumsy fools in every other profession. Why not killers?
That's kind of a flimsy explanation, Garrett.
To each his own, Carla.
Yep.
I do the testing, you figure
do
out the reason why.
finding out. Yep.
Thanks for your help, Garrett. See you later.
I don't think Lucas Kane is
So,
well, as we
what
all
do we
saw.
do now?
Oh,
You go take care of the composite. I'm gonna go check with the coroner and see if he got anything from the body.
Okay. Catch you later.
see you later. Like I said, Garrett said, you can have clumsy people in every profession.
When Marcus
but,
and I were kids, we were inseparable.
you know, clumsy
He's the one
killers.
who took care of me after our parents died. We kind of grew apart after he became a priest. But he's still the only person I really trust. The only one who might believe that I had nothing to do with all this mess.
It's another cold day, people. Hello.
I'm happy to see you. I missed you. It's been a while.
2 years.
So tell me what's happened, Lucas.
I've
All
killed
right.
a man, Marcus. It happened in a restaurant last night. It's like I was possessed, in a sort of trance, like I was a puppet on a string. I saw what I was doing, but I was powerless to stop it.
My God. I can't believe this, Lucas. tell me that it wasn't you. You're not capable of something like that.
And there's this, too.
You cut your wrists?
Before the murder, I carved these symbols on my arms with a knife. I don't know if they mean anything.
That's
This
details.
murder. Exactly how did it happen?
Well, after work last night, I stopped at a little diner to get something to eat. I read a book at my table, I think. And after, it's just a black hole. I don't remember anything. Right up until I found myself in the toilets with a knife in my hand. It was horrible.
Trance.
You say that you were in a sort of a trance. But what do you mean by that? You talking about magic? Or sorcery? Or something like that?
Marcus, I don't have an explanation. I'm just telling you what happened, that's all. I'm only certain about one
Some
thing.
weird
I'm
shit
not
going on,
the
people.
one who really killed that man.
Had
Drugs?
you been drinking? Or taking drugs?
You know that I don't do that, Marcus.
Well, you do have alcohol at your house, so...
While I was doing this horrible thing, I saw something, or rather someone.
Was somebody else there with you?
No, it was like a sort of vision. I saw a man in the middle of hundreds of candles, and there was this little girl. There's something else you need to know. I know this sounds crazy, but after the murder, I had these premonitions, like I was seeing things that hadn't happened yet. What happened to me, Marcus? What am I supposed to do now? You know me better than anyone, Marcus. Help me.
Listen, Lucas, I'm a bit lost here.
Yep.
This whole story is just so bizarre.
Yep.
Maybe you need some professional help. Most cases of possession are known to actually stem from psychiatric...
Marcus, I don't have a psychiatric problem. I'm not crazy.
I am a priest, Lucas. The fact that you have taken a life is a very serious matter.
I told you that it wasn't me, Marcus. All these years and nothing's changed. You
Well-
still never listen to me.
Your story's still kind of weird,
Lucas.
Lucas.
Don't ask me to make a choice between my faith and my brother.
We should, you know,
I'm
try to
not a
figure out what's
murderer,
going on.
Marcus. You're the only person I can trust. I'm just asking you to believe me.
Very well. I'll do whatever I can for you, but I can't do anything that goes against my beliefs.
Look, I need to get some answers. I'll call you.
Here. You need this more than I do.
Well,
Marcus,
I
you
don't believe
know
that
that I don't
bread was-
believe in all
Alright,
that.
just take it. May help us with an extra life.
Thanks.
There is a God, after all. Once you get across, you get an extra life. That's what the whole Bible is about. Sorry. Alright. Crap. Now what?
That kid, he's gonna slip on the ice.
Look out,
I've
kid!
gotta stop him. The cop in the restaurant. If I don't do something, the child
Nervous
will die.
spirits.
If I do something, the cop will recognize me.
Billy, don't
What am I gonna do?
play near the water, near the ice, you idiot. Oh, yeah, time for action now. I was just a little distracted about the... Swim. Come on, kid.
There he is.
Let's get
He's
the
lost
hell out of
consciousness.
here. Come on, Marcus.
Quick.
Lucas, sorry.
I've gotta go back up before I run out
Come
of
on,
air.
go, faster, swim faster. Think of, what's his face, the Phelps guy, the swimming Australian Superman. Well, van Overland. There we go. Come on. Now it's time for us to get out. Also the L1R1. Come on, Lucas. No time to... Come on, get to the kid, man. I'm probably gonna get arrested after this, but hey.
His heart, no longer beating.
Come on, don't have any
Quick,
time
maybe
left.
it's not too late.
1, 2, 3.
Just in time. Alright.
Patrol 324. Kid just fell into the water. Send an ambulance right away.
Man, what courage.
See the
The
cop
kid
on the
would've
left.
died. That
Police
guy's a
officer.
hero.
He dove into freezing water
Yep.
to save the kid. The kid never would have made it out of there without him.
The cop recognized me. We both knew it. It's hard to say why he didn't turn me in. Maybe he decided I was even. I had taken a life and given one back. Nothing really changed for me. I was still wanted for murder by the police. But when I left that park, I knew I could look myself in the mirror again without cringing.
Yeah. So let's see. So now we get to pick what we can do. So I can choose Lucas at the bank, Carla at the mortuary, or Tyler at the police station for the composite sketch. Let's go with Carla first, so I can show you. So I can show you the Simon Says thingy that I don't actually like about this game. Also, because it's just, yeah, you'll see. It's just too distracting sometimes. So let's go. A lot of dialogue, so I will shut up for now.
Okay, we're going to get started. If you prefer, you can wait outside.
I'd rather stay here if you don't mind. I've studied some medicine. I've seen dead bodies.
I
Oh.
see dead people.
As you wish. No apparent hematoma on the body. 2 broken fingernails on the right hand.
He didn't see the murder until the last moment. He didn't have time to struggle.
Large hematoma on the back of the cranium. Fracture of the occipital bone.
He cracked his head when he fell.
Abnormal dilation in, both pupils.
Why are his pupils dilated? What did he see before he died?
3 knife wounds between the 3rd and 5th ribs in the proximity of the heart. The blade was driven in deeply. The stabs seem to have been delivered from the front and moved from left to right.
The murderer was left-handed.
1 stab neatly cut the aorta. And the other 2 cut the left and right coronary arteries. He really didn't have a chance. The blade slipped right through the ribs to cut the arteries.
Yeah.
Did he die immediately?
Nope.
No, it would be fairly slow. Probably at least 3 or 4 minutes. The time for the brain to stop functioning due to the lack of oxygen.
Do you think the killer had some knowledge of anatomy?
It's not impossible, but I doubt that someone who understood human anatomy would do this. You'd really have to be deranged to want to provoke a slow and agonizing death in this manner. I saw a case like this once before. It was a while back now, in the 90s, I think. Exactly the same. 3 stabs around the heart, each one cutting a main artery. It really struck me at the time. I wondered how such a thing were possible. It was the, what was that name again? Karsten or Kirsten, something like that.
Kirsten.
Yes, that's it, Kirsten. You know about that case?
Not yet. But I'm sure as hell gonna find out.
So that was the little mortuary scene. Yeah, you saw that colored stuff in the middle of the screen. You have to use your left and right analog stick to match the colors. So yeah, that's the Simon Says bit. Let's do the composite sketch now. Let's see how we'll screw that up.
Come in.
Hello, Detective.
Hello, Mrs. Morrison. Thanks for taking the trouble to come down. Please, take a seat. Now, we're going to try and assemble a composite photo of the suspect you saw. We have a computer program to help us. You'll see, it's really simple. It's kind of like a video game. Have you ever played a video game, Mrs. Morrison?
No.
It doesn't matter. You're going to do fine. The most important thing is to try to remember exactly what happened. The program consists of several types of facial features. You scroll through them until it looks like the man you saw. You understand?
Yes. Well, I think I do.
Okay, let's go.
First his head. He had a rather small face. I'm thinking this one. The eyes of Lucas a bit maybe oriental looking. Let's see what we got here. I think those, I could be wrong, or let's take those. His lips rather small, I think. Let's see which eyes match the best. Yeah, I'm sticking to those. His hairdo. No, this isn't it. Something like this, and he had no facial hair whatsoever, and he didn't have any earrings. No. A bit like, I think this is it. So let's see how he did. Yep.
Now, is this the face of the person you saw?
I think so. Let's see
Yes.
how he did.
At least, that's how I remember him.
Thank
That
you
sucked.
very much for your help.
God damn it.
We're going to get this picture out to all the airports, trains, and bus stations, and to all of our patrolmen. If this
Yeah.
guy is still in New York, we're going to find him. And go buy yourself a video game.
Yeah, that's the problem with eyewitness thingies. So yeah. And after Lucas is done throwing up,
I was burning
I
with
will see you
fever.
next time.
I was shaking all over. The migraine was back and drilling holes into my brain. And to top it off, I couldn't keep any food down. My body seemed to be fighting against something, but I still didn't know what.
So next time we'll continue at the bank, and some heavy weird shit is going down. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.